Because you don't.
100%.
You know what I mean? It usually takes you a minute to go that lane.
No, man. I've been waiting for a guest like this.
I'm just saying, before we introduce him,
scratching already. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I've been here since like 9:30.
You're looking like Flatbush Avenue enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, welcome to the show, everybody. We got DJ Melf. We got CeeLo. We got Chubbs. We got Books. And the voice you hear is the legendary.
Whoa.
The sneaker god.
Whoa.
The hip hop. What do you call him, E? I don't want him to talk yet.
I just greatness.
Greatness?
Wow.
Greatness.
Okay.
Wow.
Greatness.
I don't want to say his name until we get it clear.
Greatness.
Greatness.
It's important.
Greatness.
Listen.
And before I even say his name.
Growing up,
Okay.
he was that dude. Like,
Yeah.
everybody wanted to be him. So.
I want to apologize before he even looks at my feet for my sneaker choice today. I wore to walk around the Wade joints. I ain't wearing nothing special. Alright? So are you going to introduce him? Because
Of course. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Heavy of the Show, Mr. DJ Clark.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Enough. Like I'm not trying to embarrass you in this room.
No,
I mean,
of
I
course
think
not.
these are your constituents, this is your crew.
Of course.
I'm saying this to you, like guys, I really know enough since he was like 15 years
I
old.
believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Enough used to practice
Yes.
in a basement with me and Professor Paul.
Yes.
So whatever you
Professor
see
Paul.
happening here, his building blocks happened with us.
Yes.
And that intro, yo, thank you, man.
Thank
I appreciate that. I mean,
It's
we're
amazing.
friends. You know what I'm saying?
It's
We're really
amazing.
friends.
It's
But
amazing.
to you know, I mean, I guess you know, I'm trying not to take it for granted that we're really friends. And I want to say, like, the first thing I asked when I walked in the room, and he can tell you it's true, I said, is he playing like this every week? Like, that's serious. Because I was like, when he said, yo, he walked in, he was in a zone. I was like, he need to be in that zone every week.
Yes, every week.
Like,
I tried to with the fight, and I'm going to keep it 100, Clark. I have a lot of heavy hitters, and they range from different nationalities and backgrounds, and they range from different ages.
Understood.
So sometimes there's a fight, a small fight, you know, because
you are El Presidente.
of course, some want to. You know, they want to future it out, and some want to Drake it out, and some want to... And I get that. It's important. Right, Pop? Hell no.
You know, let me say something about that. I travel the world DJing,
100%.
and to me, you can't travel the world DJing if you're not gonna adhere to all the music.
100%.
The idea is to be better playing it than the average guy who's just slamming records into each other. Now, if you are better at playing it, then it don't matter what you play.
Exactly.
Because I get to that new music.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it funky. I don't even understand how I get to it because some of it is kind of confusing. It's just that, but if you're a DJ and you understand, you know what I'm saying, you can make it work. I make it work. I mean, Sherrod was with me a couple of weeks ago.
Hey, Sherrod!
Yeah, DJ Sherrod is in it. Hey, yo, you know what? I want to shout out one of your peoples, man. I want to shout out Haitian Pat. When we was coming up, he was leaving.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to make sure I shouted him out because that's my guy, right?
Haitian Pat, so I was about to say, he been with me since 1980 something. So
almost as long as you've been with us.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Haitian Pat still look like he's in 82.
Yeah, because he lives that vegan
He
life.
lives, you know what I mean?
He really does
He
live
does
that
not
vegan
get
life.
old, bro.
Oh, man. So, Clark, what you doing up here, man? What's happening, man?
Yeah, we do this sneaker show every year, or
100%.
just about every year, and we're about to do it again. And I just wanted to come in and talk to you about it, man, because you know, we're doing it for the kids. We do it deep in Long Island. This time we're doing it in Smithtown and Suffolk, and we went deeper because before we were doing it in Nassau County, but you know, we wanted to give the kids who are a little further out a little something to do instead of having to take the trains all the way to the city and worry about getting robbed to get back home with
And
their
that means
sneakers.
a lot. That means a lot to those kids.
Our job is when we decided to do these sneaker shows, we decided to do them for kids. So like if a kid comes to the show and his parents with him, we let the parent in free because it's not really for them, it's really for the kids. So they come in, they do the buy sell trade thing, they have fun,
100%.
they get to go home and they're safe. The parents get to park their cars for free. They don't have to worry about paying $60 outside of anybody's parking lot. And like I said, the kids get to go home and be safe.
Love that.
You know what I'm saying? Walking out of a show in New York City is dangerous, especially if you're like 15 and you got $6,000 in your pocket.
That's a crazy. That's
Or
crazy.
pay a $6,000
No, but that's
sneaker.
crazy. That's the sneaker game, and you don't even know that part because you think it's all funny.
All right,
games,
so
but you still gotta watch yourself.
What changed? I remember going to Japan, maybe 98, 99.
I remember going to Japan in 98.
For the first. No, this is why. No, but this is why I'm saying this because I remember specifically the promoters saying, "Oh, I was probably there a week after you were there."
Right.
And they were like, all Clark wanted to do was go sneaker shopping.
No.
So I was like, yeah, all right, so what's changed 99, 2000, 16 years later, what's changed? Because when I go there now, for me personally, I don't have the same hunt as I used to. Maybe because I'm out the sneaker bracket. Like,
Well, I don't think it's that you're out the sneaker bracket. It's just that there is no more hunt because there's way too much information.
see, so that's the point I'm trying to get at. Like when me and Cass went in early 2000s,
It was
we
all
came
Air
back.
Forces.
We came
All
back.
Air Forces.
We came back with suitcases full of sneakers. Like I remember buying extra luggage.
You guys bought me Dunks and Air Forces. I
yeah,
remember.
yeah.
And then now no one cares about an Air Force. Why?
It's not that they don't care. It's just that there's so much other things happening that they're putting more attention to.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why Air Forces were so specially treated is because you could go to Japan and see a shoe that you wouldn't see in London,
course.
that you wouldn't see in the United States. Now, every time they drop a Jordan, it's everywhere.
Got it.
And that's the way Jordans always were. But Air Force Ones were
Because to the
territorial.
point, I would
You know what
send
I'm
him
saying?
with a list of pictures like, yo, get
Right.
me these.
Oh yeah, no,
You know what I'm saying?
I still do that for my friends because we still will find shoes from like 15 years ago, brand new out there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's L. And when I was going back in the early 90s, I would come home with 40, 50 pair of sneakers.
Easy, right?
Yeah,
Easy.
just
believe it.
But the idea was so that when you saw them, you were like, what the?
Yeah.
Yo, where you?
There was a joy in telling, yo, well, you got the Japan fan.
Nah, I'm not even
Japan,
telling you because if you get a phone number on somebody
That's
and then they
over.
buy
Don't you have to
sneakers for
walk
you,
a certain way too, like not
Yeah.
to crease them? And
nah, that's if you worship sneakers. I don't worship sneakers. I get the sneakers so I can wear them so your neck could break.
Thank you.
I'm trying to have you feel a ways about it.
Mm.
But then again, I come from a totally different era than these new kids. Like I come from, we understood that to be fresh, it started from the sneakers up. I'm talking the 70s. I don't know.
Yeah, me and DJ Scratch.
I'm old.
Me and Scratch just came from doing a show, and we had
Y'all were at
they had like a Tokyo SJ, right?
Yeah.
So we had a long discussion about you, and we were talking about Professor Paul, the basement, back in Brooklyn, the early days, and he remembers you specifically since the early days, always having all kinds of sneakers, all kinds of, like really, really digging, and just having stuff that like an average person around the way would never have.
Yeah, it's because I looked up to the older dudes. Plus, when I was super young, I was playing the clubs. So when I was 14, you know, when I met you, I was already in clubs.
Yes.
And we were young. It's just that I played clubs young, so the older guys in the club.
The jewelry game is stupid. But think about it. You was rocking with Dana Dane. You was rocking with who else back then? Salt and Pepper. So think about.
He wasn't going to be left behind.
Nah, he was on fire.
Oh, no. I had jewelry like them.
No, but that's my point.
No,
fashion trends all the ways was. So what made you keep the sneaker thing? Like, what was it about the sneaker game that just kept you involved to this day that you're not tired of it? You're putting on great shows with Sherrod.
I totally believe that to be fresh, you have to start from the sneakers up. So if I am addicted to fresh like I am, I gotta go from the feet up. So think about it. Back in the days, you could wear a white t-shirt, blue jeans, and fresh sneakers, and you were fresh. You could still right now wear white t-shirts, blue jeans, and fresh sneakers. Change the sneakers every day. Wear a brand new white t-shirt and the same jeans, and you will look fresh every day if your sneakers are different.
So
you're right.
So because of that, and the funny part is, guys, like when you're growing up, you're learning, okay, look at the girl's shoes. If her shoes are good, pay a little more attention. Girls look at guys' sneakers the
As
same
a woman,
way.
that's the first thing I look at. Books, that's the first thing I looked at, his shoes.
So you fell in love with the sneaker game.
Well, yeah.
All right. right. So everybody in the room right now, I want you to go down to your shoe, take it off your feet, and then lift it up. Let's see what everybody's working with.
No, I got gym shoes.
I got horrible shoes.
No, I got gym shoes. That's why I apologize.
All right. Let's see what you're working with.
I got gym shoes.
All right. So Clark, what does he got? What are those?
He's wearing Jordan 10s.
Jordan 10s.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna know the name of these. Right? Gonna put it in the spot.
Jordan 10s. Ewings, Adidas NMDs. Those are Lunars.
Yep,
These are Air Max 1s. Those are Jordan 1 lows.
What do I got?
Those are Saucony 20 for Kaladi Saucony. Wait, you said your shoes weren't on fire today?
I mean, I don't know. They look regular to me.
That's the proof. That's the proof.
I hate you.
Right.
Those were a very good pair of shoes. I'm Jordan 17 Chrome. I mean,
Bro.
Yeah.
No, I have we went to the Nike store.
Now, what do you get though? Are those out right now?
Yeah, they're out. I mean, yeah.
Damn.
Oh, that's the other thing about me. Like, I don't care if they're.
You don't care.
I don't care if they're hyped. I don't care if they're not hyped. If I don't like it, it doesn't come home.
I got you.
I'm true to the game. I'm not the guy who's waiting to buy a pair of shoes just so I can, take a picture of it and put it on Instagram and be like, I got it. I'm not.
You're not the follower.
No, I've never been in that.
I caught a loss on his sneakers. I waited and I caught Chris. You know Chris.
Oh, which sneakers?
The Air Max joints.
Oh, the 112.
Oh, those were dope. Chris had 3 pairs.
See, me, I really wish we were cool because I'd have gave it to you.
Oh, it's
cool now.
I'm saying,
size 10.
All right, so 2016, you and Sherrod are together. You're putting these great shows on.
Yes.
What's the energy like at this sneaker show?
Well, the energy at our sneaker show is a little crazier than usual, and the reason why is because we're DJs. So we don't leave the element of DJing out of it. So you'll see Fat Fingers, you'll see I might get on this set. No, it depends. We have heavy hitters at our show.
Of course.
This year we got Camilo and we got, I think Cass is coming again. Is Cass coming again?
No.
Well, Cass has been at our shows before.
Cass has been at our shows.
Flex has been at our shows.
Yeah, of course.
We've had DJs because
Camilo.
Yeah, Camilo is definitely on the show this year.
That's what's up.
But it's because we're DJs. It's not because of anything else. And it's not like a sneaker show needs it. It's just that if you're gonna be at something where I'm a DJ, I don't want you to just walk away going, he's a sneaker guy. You know what I'm saying? I want you to understand. I want you to feel the DJ culture. I want you to look around, see that we have better tables than the average sneaker show. So when you come, you see tons of heat, not some heat. Table to table to table to table is tons of heat. Sick light show, stupid sound system, bunch of DJs, and the kids feel like they're not at a regular sneaker show. And the vendors make money. That's the big difference about our show and most shows. No, the business in our shows are crazy.
I love it.
And Nautilus is playing in the background and killed it. I'm sorry, the DJ in me can't let that
You mentioned before that you have a lot of kids, 15-year-olds and stuff. Now, do their parents enjoy
No, I don't have a lot of kids.
Well, I mean, not you.
Got 24 kids.
Wow.
But you said that, do the parents enjoy these shows?
You know what's funny? I didn't really pay attention to whether they did until the second show, and I realized that we may be getting abused because the kids are walking in and they got their tickets and everything, and the parents are coming in, but then you see the parents walk out with bags too. Then you see the parents chilling in the VIP where it's like a little club. You know what I'm saying? They're winning. You know what I'm saying? And I think everybody's having a good time because their kids are having a good time. Their kids are safe. They don't have to think about them. They can let them run wild. All they do is give them the money when they're asking. They're writing checks. They're pulling out credit cards. When I tell you the money is banging at this show, when you go out to Long Island, their money is just different. They want to spend money. They want to buy sneakers.
And the parents are teaching them the culture to the kids?
I don't know if the parents can teach it to them because I don't think they actually know it like them, and they don't know the newness of it. They don't understand the buy-sell trade. All they think is their kids are doing something that's enterprising.
So how similar is it when someone falls in love with hip-hop, right? So let's say whenever you fell in love with hip-hop, whenever I fell in love with hip-hop, or whenever I fell in love with the sneaker game, I can't teach that to my son. That person needs to learn that on his own, correct?
I believe the big difference is you can tell somebody about sneakers, but hip-hop is breathing. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop breathes. It has rules. It has laws. It's an actual culture. Hip hop is a culture. Hip hop, I mean, everybody in this room is sitting in this room because of hip hop.
100%.
I was DJing before the word hip hop was around.
100%.
And when it became around, everything changed for me. The trajectory of my career changed because of the words hip hop. But sneakers, it's just information. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's breathing. It's not like it's got a bunch of rules. It's not like there's this one icon. Like there's so many people will try to tell you how this thing happened, but they don't even really know. No, when people speak about the beginning of the sneaker game, they don't mention Spike Lee. Like how can you not mention Spike Lee? You wouldn't have loved Jordan.
Hold that. Let's hold the Spike Lee. We're gonna play a couple of joints because this is a music show too.
No, and I appreciate that. Let me see where you're going now.
Hold that thought right there, all right? All right, hold that thought. We'll be right back. DJ Clark Kent, baby. A little something different today, baby. Come on.
I don't want to be called Clark Kent.
Never.
I want to be called DJ Clark Kent.
I love that.
And the reason why is because I don't believe I'm Clark Kent. I believe I'm DJ Clark Kent.
Okay.
And I believe anything that's happened for me in a upward trajectory in my life is because I'm a DJ.
I love that.
So
I like that.
The name after it is just what I chose.
You know what?
I'm a DJ first.
I've seen a lot of DJs who've gotten a lot of success, and they try to go into different areas of business, entertainment, and they've dropped the DJ. And I'm like, yo, what happened to the DJ?
Well, if I drop the DJ, then I think a lot of things will fall off because I'm a DJ first.
That's foundation.
Good point, right?
Yeah, I'm a DJ first. I never felt like I was a producer first. I never felt like I was an executive first. I never felt like I was this sneaker guy first. I always felt like I'm a DJ first. And because I'm a DJ is the reason why I became a producer, is the reason why I became a record exec, is the reason why I was afforded myself the ability to buy the sneakers the way I buy them. So because of that, why would I get rid of the thing that gives me the ability to do everything that I do?
Love it.
And that's what I do the most. I DJ more than I do anything. I play all the time.
All right, so we were talking before the break. Spike Lee.
Yeah. To me,
how can we leave him out the game of
shoes,
well, so many people go, oh, it's Jordan, and that's the reason. I'm sorry. We chased Air Force Ones before we chased Jordans. We chased Gucci sneakers before we chased Jordans. We chased Pumas, Adidas. We chased Prokez. We chased Converse. We didn't chase Jordans the way we chased Jordans until the marketing wizard of the Spike Lee commercial.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Jordan 1s came out. They were banned from the league. You know, some people liked them. We got to it.
Why were they banned?
I always wanted to know. Do you know why the hell?
Because back then, sneakers had to have a balance with the uniform. Trust me, there was way too many rules back then, but they had to have a balance. And because they were black and red instead of red and white or white with red, and the Bulls uniform was red and white. So because it had such an ill balance, they got banned. So he had to pay $5,000 every time he wore them in a game. Now, here's the crazy part. He got a $25,000 contract from Nike to sign in the first place. All right, $25,000. That's 5 games. Nike paid for the for the fine every time he wore them for that year. So they paid more for him to wear the sneaker than they actually paid him.
That's crazy.
To be in the sneaker. Which is insanity if you think about it.
No, I think it's insane, but then at the same time
they're marketing, so.
You can't tell Sherrod to take off them ones though.
No, Sherrod
he doesn't take.
I like ones
he
too.
Loves those.
I like
Jordan. That's probably one of our biggest arguments. Like he'll want to trade me something, but he'll be wanting to trade for like a Jordan 1. I'm looking at him like I'm not giving you any ones.
Yeah, I love ones.
No, that guy right there in the ones, forget it.
I think ones,
half my ones from Clark though.
I don't know the numbers, but
I got a lot of ones from Clark.
I believe it.
That's because I'm a junkie. I'll buy 10 pair of ones. I will. I'll buy 10 pair of the same. I mean, all right. Here's the reason why. Is because of exactly what I said. I want my sneakers to be fresh. So I like brand new sneakers all the time. So I never really get to cleaning sneakers because I buy brand new ones. And I've been buying sneakers for so long that I'm probably sitting on like 2,500, 3,000 pair of sneakers. So if you're just wearing them just to get them out and then new sneakers are coming out every weekend, it's just a vicious cycle.
How do you find them? What's your system?
I don't have a system. Like
Where do you keep them?
they're in my basement.
and multiple homes?
Nah. What are you doing right now? What are you doing
because
right
I remember the record collection was in multiple homes, so I'm assuming.
That's true.
I'm assuming.
Wow, you remember that?
Yeah, because you got grandma's house, you
remember that? That's crazy.
That's how it was.
No way, you know what? He's telling you how long we've been friends.
No, I believe it.
No, we really,
No, because himself, his records were in his sister's house, his mother's house, or his house.
Well, I got 100,000 records.
I believe
easily.
it. So. No, because I'm looking at him like, I think I'm hot because I got like 200 some pairs, and I'm looking at him like I would never even compare myself. Are you kidding me?
Well, Sherrod got like 600-700 pairs.
I have a lot. I have a lot of Air Force Ones.
I got a lot of Air Force
late '90s when we were wasting unnecessary money on Air Force Ones. That's what it was.
Why was it unnecessary? They were like $100.
No, we were bad. He would pay us our RPM on Thursday, and we go downstairs to damn transit and spend the check within 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It was bad.
That's called being a junkie.
It was so bad.
That's being a junkie.
Or enough would be like, yo, sign XYZ up, because then we get the percentage off. Then we go buy sneakers.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Wow, that's what you was doing. You was running the sneakers.
We was trying to, or we get. Well, because what was the kid that ran Michael K stores? Abraham?
Andy.
Abraham?
Yes.
Andy? Whatever?
Andy.
We went
Andy
to...
or Isaac.
One of them. We went to Midwood together.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember him, I was like, wait a minute.
I know you.
So I was making sure I wasn't bullying him or nothing like that. I was like, we were cool, right? We were always cool. He was like, of course we were. So, discounts were very important.
That's true, because it was downstairs from RPM.
Right
Yeah.
under RPM.
Yeah.
It was so bad, yo.
So,
And it was to the point that I'll go downstairs to get a shirt, and they'll be like, yo, Toby, I got 4 pairs here. It was bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
And then now, full circle, look who you hanging out with.
I think the greatest part is that we never wore the same size and we had the same hookup.
No, we would have.
See that?
That's great. It would have been bad.
That would have been crazy.
Like, one of my moments, when you were stationed over at the ID spot,
Mhm.
but you were there for a minute. Like, you could go see Clark designing kicks.
he had his whole collection on display
Yes.
in cubes or something.
So me and Chris go over there. Chris is like super sneaker. Like, that guy is insane. Everything, yeah. So we go in and somebody's like, yo, let's go make these IDs. And they're like, yo, Clark is back there making IDs. So we was like, oh my God. Like, it was such a big deal for a sneaker at that time. Like, Clark is
nice.
That's big.
Look what
Nice.
I'm
That's
reading.
an amazing book.
Airport read.
I heard it's a good book.
I'm only into like a couple of chapters, but
The crazy part about a book like that is that it's so non-sneakerhead.
it is.
It's so non.
It is.
But that's because
So-
he's not a sneakerhead.
But it's about business. It's
Right.
about business.
Right. Like, if you go to a sneaker company and you talk to at least 98% of the people who work at the company, they're not sneakerheads.
No.
Business.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you go into the design department, the guy who's designing a pair of Jordans isn't a sneaker freak. He's a designer.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to design shoes. He doesn't want to have shoes. He wants to design shoes. I'm the jerk who has a bunch of shoes and wants to design shoes. You know what I'm saying? It's like a dream come true when I sit behind the desk and come up with shoes with the brands.
Question.
You know what I mean?
We're at a point, and the two names we always throw around is Nike and Adidas. But we're at a point that, like, Nike makes it, Adidas gonna have an answer. Adidas making it now, Nike has. Like, you remember back in the days, it was like, you only went to Adidas for XYZ, and now they just right there.
Here's what I think is happening, and I mean, you can challenge me on it. The most market friendly company was Nike, and now Adidas is going, oh, we could do marketing
They
too.
definitely are.
So now, the bottom line is the ones who do the best marketing are going to sell the most shoes. Look at Under Armour.
Because to me,
Under Armour was number 2.
yeah.
They were number 2 not because of Steph Curry, but because of the marketing that they did with Steph Curry.
Wow.
No, because now you have a Flyknit, and then Adidas. Matter of fact, they have the answer right there for the Flyknit. You know what I'm saying?
I find that so annoying when I see.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm just like, no, like, because I feel like Adidas should have a completely different look than Nike.
Well, they do. They have Boost. They have Boost technology.
That's what. That's the
the
difference.
The real
right?
difference between brands is technologies that they use to market. Like, think about this. Kanye was at Nike. Every shoe he did had Nike DNA in it. When he goes over to Adidas, the reason why it took him so long to come up with a shoe is because they needed a DNA that says this is only Adidas. They come up with Boost. He puts out Yeezy Boost. Explosion.
Yeah.
But if they didn't have Yeezy Boost, he'd have been building on Stan Smith's, Superstars.
100%.
And that's what I thought he was going to do.
That there was. If he did that, he would have played himself.
Of course he would have.
You know what I'm saying? He had to have a new format to build off of because everything he did before was off of the DNA of Nike. It had air. It had a trainer bottom. It had straps that were on different other sneakers. It had a front from another shoe. It had a back from another shoe. All of the shoes that he did before were built off of the DNA that Nike already had. So when he goes to a new company, if he goes there and he tries to do what they're doing, all they're going to be able to do is go, well, here's some Stan Smiths, here's some superstars. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Here's some new shit.
Yeah.
We got boots. What you going to do? Oh, finally. So you wonder why it took 2 years for him to drop a shoe? They ain't have no DNA. Now they got DNA.
And what about
But look at the DNA.
what about
Ultra Boost.
what about like the Under
It's
Armour?
crazy.
Because like Under Armour is not something a regular kid is gonna get up and go. Let me get them Under Armour.
But Under Armour.
Yeah.
The kid doesn't go buy Under Armour. The kid's parent goes and buys Under Armour. And the brand is going to the grassroots. That means they're not going to colleges. They're not going to the street. They're going, oh, you're in high school and you play, I'm going to outfit your school.
Oh,
and
that's what they're doing. Maryland does that.
think about this. You got this guy, Steph Curry, who is 6'3". He's shorter than me. He's about your build, right? He shoot the lights out. Now all of these kids who looked at LeBron James and Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan and believed I had to look like that to play has this light-skinned superstar who looks like any other kid. So now they all believe they can play like him. And then the brand goes, by the way, here's some shoes to play like him.
Did you give
That's killer.
Did you give the joints he put out, the ones everybody was breaking on?
What about them?
Did you give those a pass or no?
No.
As a walking shoe, it was horrible, correct?
No, they were terrible.
Okay, cool. Just make sure.
But with that said, think about the reason why it was so amplified. It was so amplified because they're doing so well. But look at every brand. Every brand has tons of failures. It's just that you can't see them because their marketing is moving it out the way. But this is their marketing tool, and they gave them a trash sneaker so you were going to see it. And you don't see all the junk that Adidas makes. No. You don't see all the junk that Nike makes. You don't see all the junk that Puma. You just don't see it because they're too focused on, oh, them Air Force Ones is killing them. Those Jordan? Dog, Jordan went a bunch of years without making a hit. Now they got a 31 that's crazy. But imagine since the 14, people were just like,
I bounced on 18. I bounced on 18.
I bounced on probably way before that.
Yeah.
I got the 15s exclusive. I was like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Look, do you have a top 3? Do you? Or top 5 ever? Do you?
Yeah, I guess probably more like a top 5. Yeah. To me, the best shoe ever made is a white on white low Air Force One. Okay. And that's because no shoe looks more perfect when it's brand new. That's the most perfect looking shoe ever. My second favorite shoe, probably gonna be blown minds of everybody, is Air Max Ones.
Yes, greatest sneaker ever made.
That's my second favorite.
Air Max Ones,
greatest sneaker.
I like Air Max Ones too.
And then I'm a toss up between Jordan 3s and Jordan 11s. Jordan 3s though. Jordan 11s though. Jordan 3s and Jordan 11s. How do you pick?
See his dilemma?
See, mine is 6. I love 6.
And you know what?
Because my foot looks perfect. I got a fucked up foot. Because now think about it. If I got a flat foot, a big chubby foot, and if my foot could look perfect in a 6, that to me is the greatest shoe in the world. I respect that. Might be like a bra with some girls who don't got big tatas.
No, you're right.
And they got those bras that like a padded or whatever. That girl's gonna be like, no, this is my bra.
But I'm gonna agree with it because that's why I love Air Max One. It gave me like 2 more inches on the foot. Now I'm taller.
I like my only beef with the Air Maxes as a female is it makes your feet look big.
Air Max 1?
Sometimes it depends. It depends on the size.
It depends on the color.
Yeah, that's
Air Max 1s.
Yes, I
The one that has your foot looking like a child right now.
They're actually half a size smaller than my actual size.
What size do you wear?
I'm a 6. I know.
So, and then, it's sneakers on my list that people will be like, what? Adidas made a sneaker called Grand Prix. Best Adidas sneakers ever. To me. Not to everybody else.
It's a wide shoe, no?
No.
It's a narrow
tennis.
shoe.
It's a tennis. It's not even
Am I
narrow. It's just
confusing
right in the middle. But it's a Grand Prix. Like it comes from this between the 70s and 80s, and it looks perfect to me.
Right.
And then you got the original Bally sneakers. Like I would pay.
I love Bally's.
No.
I never made it.
But see, the thing is, when I say Bally to a kid who remembers Bally, the ones they remember are the ones Dougie Fresh was wearing.
Right.
That's not the original Bally sneakers. The original Bally sneakers were made out of a nubuck that you could wipe clean with tissues.
Right.
They were.
Yeah.
Lord Jesus.
Yeah.
Yo, they were so everything.
You got
like absolutely everything.
You got Baby Tonics?
No.
No?
Okay.
I love
You know what?
Tonics.
I'm a keep it real ass dude, right? I come from when Etonics came out. Etonics would knock off Reeboks. They were. Right. Like Mark V's would knock off Spalding sneakers.
Reeboks were right.
Spalding wings were fire when I was young. Mark V's were fire, but if you look at them, you realize they would knock off Spaldings. But Spaldings were fire.
See, you know
what I'm saying?
So what happens to these small companies? Like, what happens to the kangaroo sneaker with the pouch?
Yeah.
What happens to all these? What happens to all those brands that came out with something? Were they under a major distribution company or?
Here's what happened. They don't put their dollars in marketing. Like Nike didn't put their dollars in, we're going to make the most incredible sneaker. They were like, nah, we're just going to market our sneaker and show you what you should be wearing. Whether you should or you shouldn't. It's not like technology is that different from shoe to shoe to shoe. It's how am I going to market my technology to make you believe it's better? Like, come on, when we saw Air Max 1s, they had a bubble. That was enough for us to go buy it.
Yeah.
We were, like, what? What the hell is that?
I'm going to bounce higher.
I believe in
run fast.
No,
That's exactly what
I'm
I
going to run faster.
Understand me. Think about this. Every athlete had a contract with somebody back then.
Yeah.
None of them mattered until Michael Jordan had a contract. And he was so far above everybody that they were like, is it the shoes? Come on, B. Spike Lee said, is it the shoes? That changed the whole sneaker game. Yeah. He said, is it the shoes? Yo, look, I wear Air Force Ones. Moses Malone wear Air Force Ones, B. Come on, B. I'm like Moses Malone. Like, that's me. Like, he's into me. Yeah. And then this dude comes in here and he wears these sneakers nobody had. Nobody said anything until Spike goes, is it the shoes? Nah, he was wearing Converse in college and we knew he was going to be it. Nobody said, was it the shoes? He was his first year of playing with the Bulls. Nobody says it was the shoes. Jordan 3. Is it the shoes? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, shit. It must be the shoes.
It's got to be the shoes.
Now we're going to go buy the sneakers so we can play like Mike. And then everything becomes like Mike.
I want to be like Mike.
Who doesn't want to be like Mike if you play basketball?
That's crazy.
Even the dudes who know they have absolutely no chance. When they were shooting, they were going, Jordan.
Yep. Yes.
Every kid who played basketball at that time, when they got on the basketball court, they shot the ball. They went, Jordan.
I believe it. That's true.
You believed you could be like Mike with Jordans on. He's the only player you believed you could be like for his sneakers. Why? Because Spike Lee said, is it the shoes? Spike Lee is the reason why there is hype on sneakers. Spike Lee alone. Nothing else. Because, like I said, Magic Johnson and Larry Bird were wearing weapons. They had commercials with back-to-back with the sneaker in hand. Looked like they were going to shoot each other. No one cared. You know why? Because they were damn near the same player. They weren't so far above the game until Mike came. And he was so far above the game, it couldn't just be him. It had to be
the shoes. The shoes.
And who said? Who said?
No, because you said, if I put that shoe on, I'm nice.
Because Spike said.
That's it.
And he made a commercial leaving him hanging. Like, he made a commercial about Michael Jordan's shoes. He wore his shoes in a movie, and the shoes were a character in the movie.
All right.
Yeah, Spike Lee.
All right, we're going to play some more music. Matter of fact, why don't you just tell everybody the location?
I was just about to ask you, when is the next show and all the info for
the next show is September 17th. In Smithtown, Suffolk County, at the Sports Arena.
What's the way?
At the Sports Arena in Suffolk County. And it's going to be John Blades.
Tickets to how much?
Where the tickets at? .com? What is it?
UltimateSneakerExpo.com.
UltimateSneakerExpo.com. I'm sorry, I'm not sitting here.
UltimateSneakerExpo.com.
UltimateSneakerExpo.com.
Yeah.
UltimateSneakerExpo.com.
Zero,
Go
come
get
on.
your tickets.
Zero,
Go
you
get
say
your
it too.
tables.
UltimateSneakerExpo.com. Let's do it. Why not?
Yeah.
Facts.
All right, we're gonna switch to DJs. CeeLo's getting on. We got Forever Breeze coming up from Brooklyn. Clark is staying. He's not going nowhere.
Dope.
I want to continue having this.
And you know, are you still God's favorite DJ?
Nah, I never wasn't.
Someone said that before, and it caught me. It was so
No,
dope.
100%.
Yo, Torch, play something from that.
you know how everybody has their thing?
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the heavy hitter. There would be no heavy hitters if he didn't say he was the heavy hitter
Sure.
DJ enough. There would be no Superman DJs if I didn't say there was Superman DJs. The first DJ crew that was running around trying to battle everybody was the Superman DJs.
Hard, too, hard.
No Superman, no X-Men. No Superman, no Flip Squad. No Superman,
That's right.
no heavy
I
hitters.
tuned in from Flip Squad forward. That's when I tuned in.
Now, so my thing
Yeah, but
was,
see, I watched them grow up. I saw that. Let me tell you something. I used to be at the New Music Seminar, and these dudes would have these jackets, these incredible leather and wool jackets with the S on them, and it was like Steve D, Scratch.
No, it was Scratch, Miz.
Who else was on
Aladdin,
there?
Richie Rich.
Yo, it was
Man.
stupid, yo.
Yeah.
Stupid, like
Muggs.
stupid.
DJ Muggs from 783 and Cypress Hill and Superman.
Yeah, crazy, man.
No, like when we talk about the old DJ crews and you find out who was there and who they are now, it's like, wow. You know what I'm saying? And because I'm a fan of the DJ, so.
But everybody has something, right?
Of course.
Right. You know
So
what I'm
that's
saying?
how when
He's the heavy hitter, so I'm God's favorite
You
DJ.
mentioned jackets. When we got them first heavy hitter jacket, we was unstoppable. You couldn't tell
What?
You know what the crazy part was? When Enough got heavy hitter jackets, they were half the prices when I was buying Superman jackets.
100%.
Trust me,
100%.
it was killing me to give my crew jackets. You want to know what's the other part? I was so gassed up that I had a crew that I gave them gold chains.
Come on, E, step up.
Yo,
E.
stop,
Come on, E.
I wasn't giving gold chains
Hold
out.
on.
Come on.
My
Hold
thing
on,
was
E, step up, E.
to show that you were a step above. You
Yeah.
had to look like you were a step above. So
Talk
if
your
I'm
shit.
pulling up to the car, if I'm pulling up to the club in a Benz,
Yeah.
and you and my crew, you
Yeah.
better have a Benz.
Talk your
So-
shit, Clark.
When Scratch made some money, the first thing he bought was a car to match my car. We used to pull up to the clubs together because there was no DJs driving Benzes then.
Nah.
I'm not even fronting. Like,
No,
no one had it. Like,
I believe it.
I don't want to get to this talk, but I was the first one
we
doing that.
gotta do that.
No, but I was
Do
the
it.
first one doing that.
Do
though.
it.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody was doing that. Like, I was pulling up the clubs with the things, and I was wearing more jewelry than the rappers. Like,
Real talk.
you know what I'm saying? Another person to sit here and be like, that he's talking shit, but he was there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, and it's like at the time you were doing it, you wasn't even supposed to be doing it.
nah, not at all.
Not at all.
Especially with the cars and the jury, because they were
Record
looking
breaker.
at me like he had to make a record. Nah,
Record breaker.
I'm playing clubs, babe, and I'm playing a lot. It's just that I learned business really early, and a lot of DJs, it might have took them a second to learn business, but when they do, you realize this is an extremely lucrative career. But you have to learn business, and you have to learn the power of the word no.
Because everybody that looks at him, they always go, "Oh, that's production money." Nah.
Oh no!
Sure.
The last time I produced a record was Rick Ross.
See
So
that?
what's the money now?
You see that though?
Where's the money coming from?
See that?
Where's the money? I make money playing records, B. And if you tell me I don't, well, go ahead. Believe what you want. I live in a nice house. Go ahead, man. Hey, you know what's crazy? Half of the time I see Enough, we in the airport. Right or wrong?
Right, at the
We
airport.
be in airports because we going somewhere. Come on, man. I'm here to get the paper, man. Y'all can play with it. You can bullshit with rap if you want.
If you're on their social medias at the Heavy Hitters, and of course hashtag Heavy Hitters on SXM 1-888-742-3345, y'all.